What's up, everybody? Welcome to a project I'm very excited about. Where are all my two-stroke fans? Where are you at? We love two-strokes. If you love two-strokes as much as me, you will enjoy this CycleDrag.com project. So what you are looking at here is a 2002 KX 250. I've owned this Kawasaki since it was new. Used to race a little motocross. Have since gone into the woods racing realm, which I absolutely love. We have a lot of tough single track trails around here. And my idea a little while back was, I don't want to get rid of this bike. I love it. It's comfortable. I love how easy it is to rebuild. What could be done to help this machine run with the modern day KTMs and Huskies out there in the woods? Because let's be honest, if you've ever ridden one of those machines, they are set on killing the woods. That's what they're built for. Much like this machine was built to clear 100-foot plus jumps and help make Ricky Carmichael the GOAT. So let's take a look at what we've done here. First off, you got to have a high performance pipe. I've always been an FMF guy. And before, I ran an FMF Fatty, which I was very, very happy with. This bike, I consider it to be a top-end to mid-range motor. Well, I talked to the great Donnie Emler Jr. himself at FMF, got some advice. They're big two-stroke enthusiasts at FMF, and Donnie suggested that I put the gnarly on there. And I gotta tell you, the difference in bottom end just with this pipe is unbelievable to me. And I really haven't lost much on top. It's given it a lot more bark, and I'm really excited to test it out. Also, riding the tight woods, we got to keep this motorcycle cool. So we've got the help of Boyesen. Eric and everybody over there helped us out with a super cooler. What that is a larger impeller that flows more water. Now to go with that, we've also got an aftermarket radiator, all aluminum, from Milers. Make sure you check out Milers. Just an awesome, awesome piece. We could tell immediately when we took the stock radiator off just how much better this one was going to be, how much cooler it would keep the bike. And I'm really excited to see on those long rides out there where you end up getting mud stuck all over your bike and it gets hot, just how cool we can keep this Kawasaki. Some other features, if you're in the woods, of course, you got to have a skid plate, this one by Moose. Also, the stock foot pegs were just totally smoked. So one of the best names in foot pegs for sure. The great folks over at IMS hooked us up with some super stock pegs. They're a little wider. They're really going to grip the boot nice. Excited to test them out. Moving on. Okay, one of the most overlooked and perhaps the most important aspect of your motorcycle setup is the suspension. So my friend Rob Kosler, make sure you check him out from Moto Lab. Awesome, awesome guy, awesome company. He has a mobile station where he can come right to you and dial it in. And that's what he's done. Because remember, this bike no longer needs to be set up for those 100-foot plus jumps. Not that I was clearing those. Okay, let's talk 50-foot jumps. But let's say the 100-foot jumps that Kawasaki intended Ricky Carmichael to clear. We don't need this bike set up for that application. What we need it to do is to be able to hook up in tight rocks, in tight roots, to be able to find traction when traction is not plentiful. And Rob Kosler has done an amazing job. He's taken my weight, he's taken my riding ability, and he's set the bike up for that. He's also made some improvements to the rear shock. There were some components that we had to change back there that were just simply worn out. So real excited to see how that comes out. Also, you want to talk about what was smoked? My stock seat was absolutely garbage. So here's what's cool. When I was a kid, it was always about going to find that new cool seat cover. Well, SDG, the folks over there, Jeff at SDG, they have such an amazing product for such a reasonable price. It's not even worth it, in my opinion, to buy a seat cover. Just go buy this new seat. It's fantastic. It's given my bike a brand new feel. I'm really excited to test it out. Once I sat on the bike, I realized how worn out my stock seat was. So really, really excited to test out this SDG seat. Also, if you're in the woods, you gotta have bark busters. You won't see many of these on the starting gate at a Moto National, but you'll certainly see them in the woods. Got the Cycra Pro Bend to protect my knuckles. We ride in some very, very gnarly, tough stuff. Motor-wise, okay, any two-stroke guy, dirt bike guy will tell you the way to make an old bike feel new again is to get new Nika seal and a new piston. We've done that. Millennium Technologies went all through the cylinder. They checked out the power valve. They found a few things wrong with that. We're able to fix that. Also added some new reeds, courtesy of Boyesen, along with another Boyesen factory racing engine case. And also, here's a big change that I'm looking forward to. We took the stock wheels off, got these awesome, cool black DID racing wheels with the rad racing hubs, also some spacer help from Woody's Wheelworks, and I'm really, really excited to see how they hook up. On the front, we have a new wave rotor to help with stopping. Now, here's one of the biggest changes in the back, okay? With this new wheel, we've strayed from the traditional 19-inch wheel that was on this KX 250. We've gone to an 18-inch wheel, and I've heard wood guys talk so positively about this change. You can go to a bigger tire with a wider tire with more of a profile on it that, again, is not really going to help you out on the motocross track, but will help you out immensely in the woods in terms of gripping rocks and roots. So very, very, very excited at the way this motorcycle looks. Really want to thank everybody who's helped me out, all the experts that have really pulled together and have helped me build a woods weapon. So the next step here on the CycleDrag.com KX250 will be to take this thing out and test it, hope that I don't immediately wrap it around a tree, and hope that I can keep up with some of these boys on their orange bikes. I think I will be able to, and I think that this motorcycle and the components that I have chosen are going to make it very, very tough to beat in the woods. So everybody, we will have more on the 2002 KX250. Thank you so much. If you'd like to do this, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and feel free to certainly hit up all the great companies that I mentioned. They are the best.